Welcome to my show, Secrets of a Personal Trainer, Unfiltered. My name is Cornelia Dura. I'm your show host. I'm also a former IFBB World Champion, a personal trainer in my gym Fit and Fight in Pompano Beach, Florida, and I'm also an economist. Let's get started with your transformation right now. Episode 25, a Monday at my Fit and Fight gym here in Pompano Beach. So previously I always started at 7:30 a.m. I don't take normally earlier clients because I work till 8:30, 9 p.m. So I need a little bit of sleep and I need a little bit of time without the gym. So I had a client at 7:30 a.m. for 2, sometimes 3 times a week. Her name was Leslie. And she was, a couple of weeks ago on a Monday, she was in a very bad mood. She was yelling at me like a maniac. And I decided, you know what? I don't need that shit. I really don't need clients who are yelling at me. I'm not 15 anymore. And I had to deal with that garbage when I was little or young with my parents. I'm not accepting that. Nobody is yelling at me, that's for sure. So again, I'm aggressive too, so I gave her a chance. I was hoping maybe she will call back and apologize that she had just a bad day. Was waiting 24 hours. I always sleep one night before I make a decision. And she did not call, she did not text, so I decided that, I finished the workouts with her. I canceled the personal training. And I sent her back the outstanding money. I think she had 5 personal trainings left. And then she apologized. That's too bad because I understand sometimes you have bad days and a couple of hours later you should come to your senses and then you apologize. I forget and really I do. And can happen to me too. I apologize and then I hope somebody can forgive me for my bad mood. But nope, that's not working with me. So the 7:30 is out. Now I start at 8:15. Every Monday I have a lady. She's 85 years old. Her name is Gudrun. She moved to the United States with 82 because both of her sons live here in the US. So that is not that easy as you can imagine. With 82 to leave the home country of Germany and settle here in the US, it's just really a different kind of country. People are different. She left all her friends over there. Very difficult. It's very difficult. And she is happy to find a gym right around her corner where somebody speaks German. So she enters the gym and we speak in German. She's happy to work out there. She told me that she never even thought about investing in personal training in Germany. But she can see the difference since she's working out with me, how different she is moving. She has heavy scoliosis, so her back is like really hunched. It's you can see like a hump on the back. That's how bad the scoliosis is. So we have special back exercises. We have strengthening of her legs. Also very important. She walks every day for 20-25 minutes. That's her homework. Every day walking. I bought her a couple of dumbbells. She works out a little bit at home on her own for 20 minutes on Wednesdays and Fridays. She walks every day, 5 days a week. And then she has once a week personal training with me. And you should see her when she is leaving after 30 minutes. She is really full of energy. She tells me really a lot of times how thankful she is that she can work out here with professional gyms. And the good news is the machines are from Germany. So we can have the kilograms on it. She feels a little bit like at home, and that's how it should be. Sometimes we add like 15 minutes of talks about problems, whatever, and then sometimes I have to help her with Amazon. Because in Germany, in her age, nobody's really thinking about ordering on Amazon. But here in the US, it doesn't matter how old you are, you need to be flexible. So this is pushing her also to think about Amazon and to use an Uber. You think like my age, 40, 50, 55, that's not a problem. Uber, when you are 85, to get to know the app and how all that works on your iPhone or your Android, that's not that easy. So you are looking at somebody who is not as fast anymore as we are. So, but she works her way through all this, and I love her for that. God bless her. So then normally at 10 o'clock I have Linda. She is a lady. She is with me since officially since almost a year now. She's overweight, I would say easily 100 pounds. We are working out twice a week, normally on Mondays and on Fridays, always 10 a.m. And how should I put it? Linda is not that motivated. So even though I try to push, I try to put pressure on her, I tried every kind of motivation, she is just not that much into it. So now the last time I saw her was in June. So I'm looking at my calendar. We have now October, and I'm thinking, God, where is she? What is she doing? So she got COVID, even though she was vaccinated, she got COVID. Then weeks later, she tells me, like 2-3 weeks later, she would like to come back. And I said, please just go make a negative test. I need the negative test from the doctor, because we have a couple of older clients. Also, one of the clients, my landlord, has also a heart transplant. So there's nothing to joke about with COVID. So I really would like to have from everybody who had COVID a negative test when they're coming back. And she said that she doesn't really think she needs that test. So then she said she goes on vacation for a week. She comes back, she will take the test then. That was 5 weeks ago. And I'm just so tired of this. I'm just, you are 100 pounds overweight. You cannot even miss a single session. And it's just so, for me, so annoying to always call and always push, and there's just nothing there. She does not see herself that it is so important to stay healthy when you are so overweight. She was vaccinated. She takes a lot of drugs, and then she gets COVID. How bad is that? So why you don't feel that urge to work out? I just don't get it. I just do not get it. She has a very good looking husband. So if I would be her, I tell you, I would be in the gym for sure 3 times a week and walk beside that 3 times a week on my own. So, but what shows you is she was on a stress test. I think it was in May. She had an appointment, and I told her, everybody who goes to a stress test, normally in the last 4 weeks before the stress test, we make preparations for it. We just increase the resistance on our Peloton bike. Just the heart gets used to these resistance exercises. So the heart is not exploding there when you are doing the stress test, because you just want to finish like a good looking stress test. So she told me after the test, no, she would not need any preparations because she would take a drug for the stress test. I'm like, what do you mean you take a drug for the stress test? I never heard anything like that. I never heard that in Germany. I never heard that there are drugs for stress tests. Yep, there are drugs, so you don't need to go on the bicycle. You take a drug. The doctor gives you a drug that mimics the effect of exercising. In that moment, I exploded. Said, so why are you here for like 7-8 months in the gym? We work out, and I hope you are slowly, even though you don't really lose weight, that means she's not eating well. She's not eating what I recommend her. I know that, and she knows that too. But she's still working out. So why would you not go to a real stress test, to a real one, not with drugs? And I thought it's the doctor who told her that she cannot go to a normal test. So I was upset about the doctor. And she tells me, no, it's me. I asked for the drug. I didn't want to go through the trouble of a stress test on a bike. So just let that sink in. Remember, I'm a personal trainer. Health and fitness is my life. And I'm really motivated to show you ways, relatively easy ways, how to stay in shape, how to get healthy, how to look good. That's where my passion is. Now, after 6 months of personal training, you've been told from the customer that she does not want to go to a bicycle stress test. She rather takes the drug because she does not feel like that. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Very frustrating. And sometimes I need to breathe, and I understand that not everybody can be as excited about exercising as I am. I understand that. But to say something like that, this is breaking my heart. It's like really breaking my heart. So now, since she did not call back since 5 weeks, even though she is for sure without COVID meanwhile, I just, I'm not calling. I just gave up a kind of, and if she wants to get back one time, she can call me, but she has, I think, four personal trainings left on her card. I don't know what I will do with her, but very frustrating here. So, opposite, the 10:30 a.m., Phyllis. She is highly motivated. She is over 50. She is a lawyer, a female, powerful lawyer. She comes in. The whole gym is already exploding in energy when she enters the gym. So this is where it's fun to work out. She told me that she put a couple of pounds on and she still looks really great and really sexy. So really hot. And she would like to use the pounds. She wants to have a stronger workout. She wants to do cardio circuits all the time now with heavier weights. So we are pushing through now. And she looks great. She just looks great. This is fun for me. She loves to work out. She wants to see different kind of workouts all the time. So high power woman, high power trainer. You can imagine the level of energy in the gym is just exploding. I love her, I really do, and it's fun for me to work out. Then normally I go home, and after lunch I have always time with my Google accounts and my social media. I signed up with GoDaddy Social to help me on my podcast, to put more viewers on my podcast who subscribe maybe. So I asked GoDaddy Social. We had a 2.5 hour conversations, and now you have the conversation with people who are 25, 28 years old. And I tell them, now you think about, you are talking to your mother. And I wanna advertise this podcast, Secrets of a Personal Trainer, as a motivation tool for your mother, how to be healthy, how to get healthy without selling BS. No product sales. There are little things what you can do where you change your lifestyle around slowly, what you eat, how you eat it, and there are little measures what you can take, and you don't need to really buy any products. So I want to change American lifestyle, especially for women, age group 40 plus. So I told that to the GoDaddy Social, to my account manager. So she was listening, and from the 45 minutes what they wanted to spend with me, we went to almost 2 hours. And she said that honestly, she was thinking a lot about her own mother, and she really will create an ad stuff for my podcast and for my book, Secrets of a Personal Trainer, where we can really work on this age group for American women, how they can transform their lives without spending a lot of money. You don't really need a personal trainer if you don't have the money. Honestly, you don't. Even if it's very tight, you don't even need the gym. You can do a lot of stuff on your own outside. It's more about the motivation than about the equipment. Also, LA Fitness and these huge gyms, they have maybe 600-700 cardio classes and aerobic classes. That doesn't matter. The question is always, how many classes are you visiting? It doesn't matter if they have a swimming pool if you never go to the swimming pool. So all this doesn't really matter. The gym really doesn't matter. Basic exercises help to support the body strength, and this is what you should do. This is really what you should do. That's the important part. So there are kind of tricks what you can work with here. They do not cost any money. That is why it's so important, the secrets of a personal trainer, to subscribe on my podcast, on iTunes, on Spotify, on Buzzsprout, through my website, connydura.com. So wherever you want to sign up, so you get an email. Normally I do a podcast every 2 weeks, and then GoDaddy Social told me it would be a good idea to start slowly every week, to make a podcast every week. So that's what I will do now. Then I went to my mammogram on Monday, and everything looks very perfect. Everything is healthy, no cancer, so I should be happy about that. Not every woman has that luck that they are cancer-free. Women who are cancer-free are not even appreciating it much enough that they are healthy. You always see how great this is, how great news this is when you had cancer before, because you think this is normal. For a lot of women, it's not normal, and they have a great day when they heard that there is no cancer in their breast left, or there is no cancer anymore, not even coming there. So I should be thankful for that. I did that too. I wanted to make a photo at here in Boca Raton, where I did the cancer mammo for $50. Don't forget, it's breast cancer month. So all women, you want to save money. And sometimes it's even cheaper than your health insurance. If you have co-pays, here you pay $50. You don't need insurance. You don't need nothing. Ask your hospital what they offer. In October, there are always mammo specials everywhere in the United States. Here in Boca Raton, Boca Regional, they offer $50 mammograms. So that's what I did. Then I came back at 5 o'clock for, again, more personal training. I worked out first on my own for 40 minutes. And then at 6 o'clock, I have Val. She is with me for a long time. She's with me, I think, for 4 years now. And she also has a weight problem. And I personally think it's the portion of food, and I don't know exactly how much wine or beer she is drinking. They go out a lot, she and her boyfriend. I cannot really say how much is going on there. I would love to see her a little bit skinnier. It's because she has everything on the belly and nothing on the butt, on the legs. So the belly is much bigger than I want to have it. So I'm working on her. She told me that she stopped beer now completely. I want to see how this is going in the next couple of weeks if she skips completely beer. Beer makes, for men and women, a belly, the form of the belly is somehow looks like you're kind of pregnant. So doesn't look good for men, doesn't look good for women. So I will see how the belly is developing. And I heard a couple of weeks ago that she cleaned up her closet. So she has only just fitting clothes in it. And that's good, because you have size 4 in your closet and now you're size 10 or 12. The chance is huge that with 55 or 57, you will never get back to your size 4. So trust me, you can clean up the closet with the size 4 and the size 6. And I know that from myself. I was always size 0 and size 2, and I'm not getting there either. So I said goodbye to my clothes too, even though there was some very expensive stuff in there. So don't forget, Val cleaned up her closet. Now then came 6:30 Penny, and she's an oceanologist. Yes, so she is a scientist for the oceans, and high-powered, couple of pounds too much too after COVID, and we are working hard to lose that weight. She's also a lot of fun. She's all over the world, seminars. She has couple of board members where she's educating them about environmental issues. So she is very much into environmental stuff. So while we are personal training, and she loves to talk, by the way, Val loves to talk too. I have to shut them down while they are in a class sometimes. So Penny likes to talk. Sometimes we have to calm down that in between the workout, but I love to be educated myself about the environmental stuff. So she tells me new stuff, what's going on here in Florida. Highly interesting. So 7 o'clock, Penny is done. We are ready for Nordic power walking, pole walking here in Pompano Beach, sometimes on the beach, sometimes on the streets. And then we are power walking, and I walk in front with my poles, and in the back are Val and Pat. And I hear how Val tells Pat that she fits now in everything what's in the closet. And Pat, she is adorable. Pat tells Val, wait a moment, sure your stuff fits. You told me a couple of weeks ago you just cleaned out the closet. And sure then, everything fits when you cleaned out the closet. The interesting part is if you would have the old stuff in, that would not fit for sure. So I'm walking in front and I thought that's just so funny. Val didn't say a word. And she's normally talking a lot too. So it was just so funny. Pat, I love you for this. I had like 2-3 hours later, I was still smiling about your comment. It's just incredible just to listen, walking in front and just to listen. They both did not see how I was smiling there. So normally we are done at 8:15 with everything. And then we have a protein shake. That's our dinner for Pat and for me. And then that was my day. That was a typical Monday at Fit and Fight Gym. I don't know if you care about this. I want to just try how that gets attention, maybe a day of a personal trainer. I tuned in last time for Howard Stern, and he was talking for half an hour how he is crossing the road in New York and the cars and about the lights. And I didn't understand how somebody can really talk for half an hour how he's walking in New York, in Manhattan. And then I had the idea, maybe somebody cares what I'm doing in the gym too. I don't know. If you like this, I will put that sometimes in. Then subscribe to my podcast, Secrets of a Personal Trainer. I'm on every channel. I'm on Amazon and Google Podcast. I'm on iTunes. I'm on Spotify. I'm on SiriusXM's Pandora. I'm just really everywhere. Subscribe to my podcast. And then we go from there. Reboot your health today. Today is the day to get started with some exercise.